Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, my name is Mochtar. Today I'm gonna tell a story about the legend of Tangkuban Perahu. Long time ago, lived a beautiful girl named Dayang Sumbi. She was also smart and clever. Her beauty made a prince from the heavenly kingdom of Kayangan desire her as his wife. He asked permission from his father to marry Dayang Sumbi. People from Kayangan could never live side by side with human, but his father approved on one condition. When they had a child, the prince would transform into a dog. The prince asked the condition. They get married and live happily in the woods until Dayang Sumbi gave a birth to a baby boy. The prince then changed into a dog named Tumang, and their son is named Sangkuriang. Every day, he was hunt animal and looked for food to eat. But one day, when he was hunting, Sangkuriang accidentally killed Tumang. His arrow missed the deer he was hunting and hit Tumang instead. He went home and told her mother about the dog. Dayang Sumbi was appalled. Driven by sadness and anger, she grabbed a waving tool and hit Sangkuriang's head with it. Dayang Sumbi was so sad. She didn't pay any attention to Sangkuriang and started to cry. Sangkuriang feels sad and also confused. How can his mother love a dog more than him? Sangkuriang then decided to go away from their home and went on a journey. In the morning, Dayang Sumbi finally stopped to cry. She started to feel better, so she wanted to find her son. But she looked everywhere but still couldn't find him. Finally, she went home with nothing. She was exhausted. She fell asleep. And in her dream, she met her husband. Dayang Sumbi told me, said, "Go look for my body in woods and get the heart. Soak it with water and use it to bathe, and you will look young forever," said the prince in her dream. After bath, using water used to soak the dog heart, Dayang Sumbi looked beautiful and even younger, and time passed by. Sangkuriang on his journey stopped at a village and met and fell in love to a beautiful girl. He didn't realize that the village was his own land, and the beautiful girl was his own mother. Their love grew naturally, and he asked her to marry him. One day, when Sangkuriang went on a journey, he asked Dayang Sumbi to fix turban on his head. Dayang Sumbi was startled when she saw a scar on his head at the same place where she, years ago, hit Sangkuriang on the head. After the young man left, Dayang Sumbi started to pray for guidance. After praying, she became convinced that the young man was indeed her missing son. Dayang Sumbi realized that she had to do something to prevent Sangkuriang from marrying her. But she didn't wish to disappoint him by canceling the wedding. So, although she agreed to marry Sangkuriang, she would do so only on the condition that he provides her with a beautiful lake and beautiful boat, all in one night. Sangkuriang accepted the condition without a doubt. He had spent his youth to studying magical art. After the sun went down, Sangkuriang and his genie servant went to the hill and built a dam around Citarum River. He commanded his genie to cut down trees and build a boat. Dayang Sumbi, who had spying on him, realized that Sangkuriang would fulfill the conditions he had set. So, Dayang Sumbi immediately woke all the women in the village and asked them to wear a long red scarf. All the women in the village wear a long red scarf, making it look as if dawn was breaking. They shivered by cells and down. The cock crowed, and farmer rose for a new day. Sangkuriang and his servants immediately dropped their work and ran for cover from the sun, which they feared. With all his anger, Sangkuriang grew furious and kicked the boat. The boat flew and landed on a valley, and the boat became a mount called Mount Tangkuban Perahu. With his power, he adjusted the dam. The water drained from the lake and becoming a white paint, and nowadays become a city called Bandung. Bandung, which means from north Bandung, which means dam. So the moral message from this story is we must always obey and respect to our parents, and we must love our pet. Okay, maybe just enough until here. Thank you very much. Goodbye and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.